Hey guys, this is Tattoo Tony, and we're taking a look at the outside of this abandoned nursing home / medical facility. You will see that there's part of this building that looks newer. That part of the building that looks newer is a modernist wing that was built in probably the 1960s. The building you see behind it with the darker brick, the other wing, I believe that was built somewhere around the turn of the century, 1900s, early 1900s. I'm not exactly sure. This place has been closed since about 2012, 2013. It looks like it's been closed for 30 or 40 years, though. The decay and vandalism is just crazy. This video really starts to get interesting. If you haven't seen part 1, watch that first, because this video picks up right where part 1 left off. This video really starts to get interesting, but the third part of this video will really start to get exciting. They're all good though, so I would definitely make it a point to watch them all. In this part of the video, it starts to become evident that there was people living here and using this as a home. I can only imagine that the pipe wrench laying on that mattress may have been somebody's protection. I don't think that a plumber was squatting here and forgot one of his tools while he was out at work. There's an old gnarly telephone laying on the ground. Now, some of the rules the transitional house rules and policies lead me to believe that they were either housing people that got out of prison or it was a homeless shelter, because the rules that were posted on those papers are very in line with some of the rules I've heard about for people staying in homeless, indigent shelters. It may have been kind of a rehab halfway house. All the information that I found online only had information about the nursing home portion. And but I am 100% positive that this was, because it said something about transitional shelter. This had to be either homeless or, people getting out of prison or something like that. Yeah, had to be, based on the rules. Those would not have been nursing home type rules that were posted. In the first video, there was a cool spot where I looked through a window towards the old building, and it showed the Star of David on the side of the building. This was started out a long time ago as a Jewish nursing home. There's Candyland. Now, I doubt these were left here since this place closed. I'm just not sure. Those coats looked a little too clean. I don't know if somebody was keeping their stuff here. I've seen that before. In the third video, you will most definitely 100% believe that there are people living in this building, because I will give you conclusive 100% proof. And there might might be some scary people living in here, and you'll see why. There's a nice Barbie. She's in good shape. This place was pretty spooky. I'll give it that. You know, there was a lot of dark places, and it was kind of creepy. So, well, hopefully I don't repeat myself too much. You couldn't tell while you were watching, but I took about a 45-minute break from commenting. That looks like it was a chalkboard, or maybe it was just a opening that was painted green. There's another elevator. This is part of the older structure, and it's very obvious that there was arson or some sort of fire damage in here. And don't worry, guys, we did have respirators on through this whole thing. I loved the view of all this stuff hanging down from the ceiling. Don't ask me why, but when I enter buildings that have like a bunch of tiles or pipes, wires, and stuff hanging down from the ceiling, I love the way it looks. Some people like beautiful shots of the sunset in the desert. Some people like the visual effect of junk hanging down from a trashed ceiling. I guess I'm in crowd B. Here's a look at this lovely ceiling. It's June's Decay centerfold. There's another elevator. Obviously that elevator was put in at a later date. This room was piled with clothing and food, trash, tipped trash cans. So the information I found online about this building, and I've probably already said this, but it lists information about 2 different nursing home facilities that this was. But I think, I'm not positive, but I think this may have been some sort of recovery house, halfway house, homeless shelter type building towards the end, because of the rules that are posted that we saw earlier in the video. And if those wouldn't be posted, I don't think, on the wall still, unless it was the last last place that occupied the building. There's some little tiles that say "to cafeteria." And we're headed to the cafeteria. We are on our way. There's a bag and some washcloths. I see those little bags that look just like that a lot where homeless people are staying. And there was also a pile earlier when I looked up the doorway before the cafeteria sign where it looked like there was an Afghan and piles of other clothing. So I believe the cafeteria era was painting this way. I don't know if that's a part of the building that's no longer there, or if the cafeteria, I suppose the cafeteria must have been in this room. It was a little bit of an odd shape. I expected a bigger room, but it must have been the, there's a door that says Director of Food Services or something that we'll see on our way back out. That was a light that used to hang, I believe, from the ceiling. And this gas can, if it is gas, I didn't want to check, but it was full of something. I don't know if it was gasoline. I sure as hell didn't put my fingerprints on it. But, that was a little troubling. What was in that container? It's nice how they just leave all these records here for anybody. You gotta love that. Some of these looked like they were like part of an employee packet when I read this a little bit further. And yeah, definitely you have accepted a position. In any case, I think this was from a previous occupying I don't know, occupier of this building, because like I said, there was homeless shelter type rules posted on the wall, and some of those papers were back from like the mid-80s. Thanks for watching, guys. Please hit the like button if you liked the video, and keep your eyes out for part 3, because part 3 gets real exciting. Contact me at TattooTonyAlton on Facebook, and please go check out 30 Grain and nd.photography. Those are Andrew's Instagram accounts, and he posts photographs that come from our trips and explorations, and he's very artistic and does a really good job. So he's slowly putting stuff up, but show him some love and go follow him on Instagram. Thanks for watching.